Just a front, please. Which one?
Cheers. After the Wolves game, you said you didn't attack the box as you should, and then the Huddersfield game maybe needed some tweaks at half time. And against Burnley, it looked like you tried something different, maybe 4 midfielders and Kyle Walker pushing on a bit. Was that you keeping things fresh, tactically, a different approach to play against these teams that defend? And is that something you're going to do more in the next few months, tactically, changes and that kind of?
No, it's quite similar the way we attack. Of course, sometimes Kevin is more in the position of attacking midfield, more close to the striker. Sometimes the winger, they can turn. Always we spoke about arrive with as much players as possible to the box, especially when you arrive in the final third, not just the striker. We cannot isolate our striker. So, but the way is quite similar. The build-up is different on the way they defend. For example, when they play the back four, our switch of play is more common. We can use it more because they don't have time to get our wingers. But when they play 5 in the back, his switch across is easier. So we can use quite often that pass. The space is another place. But the build-up is a little bit different, depends on the defense, but the final third is quite similar. We need as much players as possible there in the box. And right now, every cross or when we arrive to a line, always we have 3 or 4 players there, and that is what we are looking for.
I know you get asked a lot about Mendy and his tactical influence, but firstly, what is the kind of knee inflammation thing he's got, and how long will it be until he's back? And then obviously when he comes back, I guess he will help to give you a new dimension
with this kind of injuries, when you come back immediately to the real competition, always you have to keep the balance, how intense you have to training to regain your physical condition. But if you demand a lot your knee when you was out for a long time after the swelling and you have to stop it, you have to keep a little bit that balance. And sometimes I think it's going to happen in the next month. So we have to try to have him fit and good, but we demand a lot of his knee. Is going to stop a little bit 3-4 days.
His physical capacity, and when he is fit, that does help give you extra players in attack, cover more space.
Yes, but football is not just physical run up and down. It's what you have to do, read the situations, and he was out for a long time. So I think he has to start step by step, not game 90 minutes, because after that he will not survive.
Dave McDonald from the Daily Mirror. You and Liverpool have set such a high standard this season in terms of the points you've already got. Can you see a scenario where you may have to win all your remaining games, or 15 games, to win the title, and in doing that beat the record of last season, 100 points?
Well, I would say it's not the fact to break the record. It doesn't matter really.
But I mean, but could you have to?
But I agree with you. You have to win a lot of games to be champion. Yeah.
But do you think?
I think they are not going to drop too many points.
So it's possible that you may need to win all 15 if you're going to be champions again.
I don't know what we should do to win the title. I'm pretty sure we have to win a lot of games, and tomorrow is the first one. So that I agree. So they are not going to drop too many points in the Premier League. So they're going to demand to be there. And only we can do is be in there.
And is that the message you told your players? There's no margin for error between now and the end of the season?
They know it. We spoke about that they know it. Before with 18, 85 or something like that, you could be champion, 87, 89. Now you have to be above 90 points, yeah.
Hi Pep, James from The Standard. You said a couple of weeks ago that you hope Vincent signs a new contract at the club. Given his injury problems now, he's not kicked a ball since the Liverpool game, are there certain players who, because of his standing at the club and his influence, that you would want to have a new contract, even if you know you can't get him out on the pitch regularly enough? Or does he have to prove that he's fit?
Well, I think it's an issue we have to speak with Vincent clearly, the club with him, and put the table. So we don't have any doubts about his capacity, his quality, how we miss him when he's not able to play. It doesn't matter after my decisions. He's important, he's our captain, and on the field he gives us an extra that few central defenders around the world can give us. So it's incredible. But the reality is, in the last 5 years, he played few really few. So, and that is a situation we have to put on the table with the club, discuss with his agent, and the best solution for both.
Is it the case that sentimentality plays no part then? Maybe you have to.
No, I would like to say that the club. So I would like to feel that the club's the sentimental issue is so important. It's so important, not for the taking decisions, but they have to feel, especially for the players for a long time here, and help us to build something that we are right now, and for the new people who came after, we take it. We cannot forget what we have done. I don't like the clubs to say, okay, it's done, go, okay? But in the same time, there is one moment that is, it's over. So for everybody. So, but that's why I said it's not my decision. So in that cases, like him, like Sergio, like David, when he was Mr. Touré in the past, always, to be together with the club.
And as far as you're concerned, would you ever have that conversation with a player who's had as many injuries as him to say maybe you've had enough, maybe it's time to...
No. We spoke many times with him. I spoke many times about the reality, what can help, but tell it's enough is his decision. In that case with the club and agent. I said many times, I'm not involved in negotiations. I give my opinion, but the opinion with Beanie, we spoke many times together, yeah.
Pep, just on the Newcastle game, if you win, obviously the gap is 1 point. Can that just ask a different question of Liverpool going into Leicester? There's always been this pretty big gap, but if they're down to 1 point, will it ask something new of Liverpool, bearing in mind that at the start of January there was this situation where it could have even been 10 points? You've whittled it, you've got the potential to really whittle it down.
I don't know what they think. I'm not in the locker room from Jurgen Klopp, and I think he's not going to invite me to be there. So really, I don't know. All we can do is win their games, and they feel Manchester City is always there. He's always there. It's only we can do for ourselves, and of course to let them feel we are there. So I think it's normal. So play a game with a 1 point in front, or 4 or 7 or 10 is different, of course. All we can do is the same. If the next press conference we are winning games and all the messages like this, my answer will be the same. So we can continue asking me, and you will know before my answer. You will know what it is. So.
Pep, just coming back to Vincent again. Sorry, whenever he retires, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, however long, how important is it? You talked about sentimentality in terms of keeping him in and around the club.
I would like to.
Yeah.
We have something special to let to represent the club in the best way. He has something special in many things. Personality, what he has done, especially on and off the pitch. Speak 5, 6, 7 languages and communicate quite well. And we need people who represent what is important. What they have done in the past for the new players, for the new generation. See, this guy help us, to build the club that we are, or trying to build higher or bigger.
And could you see him, like you say, he's a very intelligent kind of guy and speaks so many languages. Does he, for you, kind of fall into a potential kind of manager of the future?
Yeah.
Bracket?
Yeah.
For those reasons.
He can be manager, yeah. Of course, he can be. So it depends. I don't know what he's going to do. I didn't talk about him about that, but. At the end, the future of the players belongs to them. So I don't know. But of course, if he want to be manager, of course he can be manager.
I guess you've got a fair idea of how Newcastle are going to play tomorrow tactically.
Quite similar than the past.
How many times this season do you think Manchester City have faced teams playing their natural game, how they actually would want to approach a football match?
Few. Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. Everton. Few more, not too many.
How do you take that as a compliment?
If we win, yeah.
But you said before that the way teams play against you kind of maybe the way Newcastle play actually helps City when you're attacking and you can control the counter attacks a bit more. Do you think teams should be coming out and trying to?
We have to prepare everything because, for example, Newcastle, the last 10-15 minutes in every game we played, when they were down, always they change the system and attack a lot. And I know Newcastle, the environment, the spectators, the stadium for itself is incredible. And they don't need something special to create a good atmosphere. And the other side is a team like attack long ball, second ball, side and crosses, and for nothing they create chances. They have ability. I don't know how, have ability to create chances. So I would not say to my players, this team always defend. No, and defend, but they can make high pressing. When the ball is in our keeper, they push high. When they don't win the ball enough to set back. But in the same time, they can change immediately during the game. We have to prepare for both. But I think the team is a little bit more mature in that situation to read what do we have to do. We defend deeper a little bit better than before, with more people defending in areas like we suffered in the past. So at the end, is my imagination or what do I think is going to happen about Newcastle. But really, I don't know. I'm not in the training session today in Newcastle to figure out what they're going to do. So, but I can imagine for the situation they are in the table, for what they have done in the past, they are going to defend deeper, and how you have to do to attack them a little bit more fully.
Just because kind of watching teams all season, it looks, from the outside in, it looks like teams are too scared to play you.
No, I don't think it's not scared. So one side is I defend deep and I try to counterattack or wait one more in the channel to make a set pieces. But they want to attack. They want to make a use of counterattack. They want to. But I give credit to our players to do. Okay, we don't allow them to do many of these kind of things because you can win being attacked. So being deeper and wait the right moment to punish us. But also we do something good in some moments of the game, and that's why it's not easy for them. That's all. Thank you.